update. We're in about getting to the end of February here, 2022, and we're finally doing the radiator fan upgrade. So I got the radiator pulled, all the coolant out, and yeah, gonna try out Cody is his name. I'm gonna see if he can work his magic to fit this thing on here. I hope he can use some of the factory mounting locations right there, those tabs. And then he's got to clearance some stuff because this shroud is just a universal shroud, but it's a nice ass shroud. I want to try to use it. Should work well because my old shroud, the fans never sat inside of it, and you can see they're pretty much on the back side of the shroud. Apparently that's part of the problem. So the fans should be recessed into the shroud like these are, and these are just massive in comparison. They move double the air, so it should be a nice little upgrade for the old girl, hopefully. All right, a little update here on the radiator fan project. I've got the, here, let me turn the, oh, I think it'll still run even if I turn it off. It cycles the heat out. But yeah, got the wiring all coming out now. Used some thick 12 gauge wire. It's gonna go to the controller, which I can't find right now. Everything's a mess. But anyway, it's going to the fan controller. Oh, the fan controller's right here. But yeah, basically wires are gonna come out this side, you know, the passenger side, and it'll be right by the fan controller. It'll be slick. But yeah, look at this freaking thing. It's making the radiator look a little puny. These fans are monsters and the shroud is huge. But had to make little spacers here to fill in this gap. And then I added the black gasket material. It's not really gonna seal it. I mean, there's still a slight gap, but if there is metal on metal anywhere, at least it'll kind of protect it that way, the rubber. But yeah, I'm pretty freaking stoked on this. It's all secured now. Got the top mounting tabs and bolts in, and then I got the bottom ones in. So this is how it'll look once she's in the car. And then yeah, now I'm gonna clean up the shroud with some aluminum polish it all up, blow the fans out if there's any crap that got in there, and then yeah, she should be ready to drop into the engine bay. Freaking pumped. This thing looks awesome. Alright, little update here. I got the wires labeled for the fans. Not like it's a huge deal, but good to know which fan is what, just for diagnostics. And then heat shrinked where they come through there, just to hopefully protect them from fraying. And then got the sensor in here with the adjustable wrench. I got it as tight as I comfortably will. I don't want to, you know, strip the threads, but she's real tight. Use some thread sealant too, apparently on NPT threads. That's the way to go. So yeah, should be able to hook up to my controller with this wire right here. So yeah, it'll be slick. Hopefully won't have to worry about turning on the fans anymore, and they'll just be automatically turned on depending on what temperature we set on the controller. Sweet. All these solder joints, 8 of them. Gotta put the shrink wrap on. It's all ready to go. It's just tucked under there under the wires, but this soldering iron did awesome. Loving it. Alright man, you got a spot in my engine bay, and I mounted it all nice too with some screws and hardware and shit, and look at that. Cover slides right on. Dang, pretty stoked on that. Looks clean, man. Thanks again. Alright, last little update on the radiator project. It's all together. I got the hoses installed, all the clamps as tight as I could. The radiator overflow tube is hooked back up to my overflow tank down there, and I bled it. Everything works great. The frickin' fan controller turns it on when it should, shuts it off when it is ready to be shut off, and it keeps it at operating temperature. And these fans, they're crazy. So I can like hold a piece of paper right in front of it, and it damn near rips it out of my hand. And then they just move a ton of air too. Like, I mean, it's a cold day, you know, in March here, beginning of March, but I mean, literally the fans would not even turn on for, I don't know, 2 seconds, 3 seconds before the controller would have to shut them back off again because it wants to keep it in that operating temperature. And yeah, it just, these fans are crazy, but hopefully that solves my issue and it's all installed. Looks great. Fabrication work turned out good to clearance the hoses there. It is pretty tight right here against the fan though. I mean, you can see, oh gosh, I mean, half an inch, quarter inch of gap there between the hose and the fan, and I had to like twist the hose. So it is what it is. It's not ideal, but I think it'll be okay. I'm loving it though. Looking at the underglow, I got it all laid out here. Hopefully this Amazon kit is better than what was on the car, because what was on the car lasted maybe 3 months and then it started flickering and the lights wouldn't do any of the colors. It was bad, but this one has better reviews, so fingers crossed. So anyway, time to get the car up in the air and start ripping the old stuff out, and then looking at how I'm going to route this and tack it up, hopefully similar to how it is now. You can see it runs along the frame rail there, so pretty much just follow the same path it took before, hopefully. Man, I'm such a child. God, these LEDs are gonna be insane underneath the drift car. They're freaking bright. I just hope that they hold up over time. They look nice. Quality on them looks pretty good. Because yeah, it's kind of a pain to do all this and tack them up and run the wires, but damn, I mean, if they hold up like that, I'll be pretty happy with it. Making some progress here. I got it all mocked up and got the wires just electrical tape together for now. Make sure it's all working, but yeah, seems legit. I think the wire routing will be, you know, fun, but hopefully make it work. But yeah, it looks good. All right, got the underglow all installed now. I got 2 strips in the back, 2 strips in the front, because this kit has quite a few more LEDs than my old kit did. But yeah, look at that, it's freaking bright. Looks so cool with the pulsing green. Video does not do it justice how bright it is. Lights up the radiator now too. Gonna look sweet at night. Pretty cool. Wow, look how bright they are from a little ways away. It's really cool, especially when it's up on jack stands like that. Sweet. Got the green pulsing. God, it's cold. Well, there it is. It's all heat wrapped, ready to go back in. Let's hope that makes a difference. I tried to get stuff tucked in as best I could, but I don't know. I only had these zip ties, so they weren't big enough to go around that big of a pipe. But yeah, I hope it's secure. Hope it's not going to come loose. I think we're good though. They're pretty tight, so we'll see.